Hello, how are you? Thank you for being here again. This is the second workshop in teacher training, a series of 8 teacher training workshops. And as you can see, this is for teaching vocabulary, and today we're learning how to teach vocabulary through different frameworks. Have you ever heard the word framework before? Are you familiar with this? Yeah, when it comes to teaching, what does it mean by saying like a framework? Again? A pattern? Can you clarify more? Give me an example. Exactly, and what does it stand for? Okay, yes, again, thank you, Midhat. We were explaining the meaning of a framework, and when I say a framework, we have a pattern that we can follow while teaching. So when we teach grammar, there are some frameworks that you can follow their pattern in order to be more organized. You're not just jumping into the session and you just want to teach grammar and that's it. So you write the rule on the board and you start teaching. No, look for the perfect pattern, the perfect framework to start teaching with, and actually this is easier for you, so that you know the steps you're following. Okay. These are the topics we're discussing today. So at the beginning, we're starting with the difference between the traditional and the modern techniques of teaching vocabulary. And when I say traditional, I want you to figure out the meaning of traditional by showing you an example of another modern technique. The principles of TTT framework, and TTT here is different from the previous time. What did DTT stand for last time? Yeah, this is different. Actually, TTT here is test, teach, test. The tenets of teaching vocabulary by following the MPF technique. We're going to explain that. The tenets of teaching vocabulary by following the situational approach. So a different way of teaching vocabulary. And the guidelines for teaching vocabulary through using the PPP framework. And we're going to say what is PPP. And the last thing is the fundamentals of teaching vocabulary using a text-based approach. Do they sound interesting? Okay, and by the end of the session, we'll have some question and answers. Okay, very good. So before we start, I want to see if you still remember the topics we discussed last time. Last time we talked about classroom management, and we encountered some acronyms like ICQs, CCQs. So I want to see if you still remember. So in this place, I want you to write down what does each acronym stand for. For example, what does TTT stand for? We said. So here you're gonna write teacher talking time. Okay. So if you don't know, ask someone who was here last time, okay? So pair yourself with someone who was here last time. Good? Stick one of them. Guys, you have 3 minutes. So let's have this revision together. What was TTT standing for? And for the ICQs? So do we use ICQs to check our instructions? Okay, so in pairs, you have 2 minutes. Match the pictures with the vocabulary. So are you working alone or in pairs? Yes. Is it an example of ICQs? Yes. So I checked my own instructions. Do you have 3 minutes? Yes. So I'm checking my instructions. These are called ICQs. Can I ask WH questions in ICQs? No. Like, what are you doing? Is it a good ICQ? No. Good. What about CCQs? And do concept checking question. Do we use them to check the meaning? Only for the vocabulary? No. Can we check the meaning of a grammatical structure by asking a CCQs? Yes. Good. I went to school last night. I went to school last night. Is it in present, past or future? Past. Is it a good CCQ? Did I check the meaning of the grammatical structure by asking a yes or no question? Yes. Good. These are CCQs. What about the elicitation? Elicitation. Again? No. Elicitation, guys. So I have a picture. Should I tell the students the word for this picture, or should I ask them for it? So when I elicit, do I tell the students the answers, or do I grab the answers from them? This is called elicitation. Good. And what about the pays?
How slow or how fast?
Thank you, yeah. How slow or fast you are. Good. In each stage or in the overall teaching. Okay. And what about echoing? Repeating the students' answers. Was I echoing now? Yes. Yeah. What about STT? Yeah, so TTT is for teacher talking time, STT for the students talking time. Which one should be high in the session? Okay, very good. And what about the rapport? The T is silent. The rapport. Again? Exactly. Your relationship with the students. You want it to be intimate. You want them to love you. This is the rapport. Establishing rapport with the students. And yeah, that's it. So do you have other questions? Okay, guys. Hello. Guys. So the following task, I have some vocabulary items, some words. I want to see what ideas you have. How would you teach these if you were the teacher? And these are the vocabulary items that you're going to teach. How would you start your lesson and how would you end it? What steps will you do? For example, I will enter the classroom, like write it in bullet points. I'll enter the classroom, I'll write the words on the board, I'll ask the students to repeat after me. Okay, so write down your own technique. How would you teach these vocabulary items? So take 5 minutes, brainstorm your ideas and write some steps. I want them to be in bullet points. Do this alone, okay? I want to see your individual ideas. So are you writing the vocabulary? Are you writing the steps to teach this vocabulary? Yes. Good. How many minutes do you have again? 5. Good. Are you working together?
No.
Okay, guys, now even if you didn't finish everything, start discussing your ideas with your peer, okay? I want to see if you agree more with his technique or your technique. Okay, so discuss your ideas together, please. Do you have similar or different ideas? Okay, so I want to hear different ideas from different people. Let me start with the group of Mr. Mustafa and Mr. Karim. What ideas did you have? Tell everyone.
My ideas
did you have different or similar ideas?
We had different ideas.
Okay, guys, listen.
I wanted to start off with, of course, after the reading and so on, sort of a short story. Maybe talking about yesterday, I watched a really nice movie for Magdy Mohamed. It's a very famous actor. He and tell us some of the actions he did in the movie. This way I present the word actor in context. And then I move forward to asking the students, what do you want to be when you grow up? Do you want to be a lawyer? Do you want to be a surgeon? Do you want to be a hairdresser? And so on. Getting them to talk a little bit about the vocabulary.
So let me wrap it up. So did you start with the picture of Adil Imam as a warming up, or did you want to convey the meaning of the word actor? But let me ask you a good question. Did you start with the picture of Adil Imam for eliciting the meaning of the word actor, or did you use it as a warming up? Because then you move to discussing what you want to be when you grow up.
I think it would be an elicitation.
So you elicited the word actor. Good. By showing them a picture. Okay, so he used pictures. Who also used pictures? Raise your hand. So I have seen a lot of pictures. So basically, if you're using the PowerPoint, you will be showing them pictures on the projector, right? For each and every single word. Okay, I want to hear different ideas. So now we agreed on pictures, and by the way, pictures are very good ideas. I don't say that they are not, but I want to hear different ideas. So raise your hand if you have a different idea. Mariam? So you're getting the meaning from the story.
Yes.
Very good idea. Good job.
Demonstration.
Guys, stand up. You can't? Okay, guys, listen. Oh yeah.
I demonstrate each job as in, for example, a plumber. So I'll go like this. If there's a builder, then I'll pretend I'm wearing a cap. Like a builder's mistake, or rocking the nail. A teacher, pretend that I'm sitting on the board.
Yeah, so thank you so much. So she's using miming and acting, right? For some words. Great idea. This is what I wanted to have in this workshop. Because I know that you have some really good ideas. You're not just coming here to take some things from me. You already have some good ideas. But let's agree on something. Would you just enter the classroom? You have these vocabulary items. Writing them on the board. 1, 2, 3. And for example, let's start with the word politician. Okay guys, politician, repeat after me, politician. Again, يعني سياسي. Okay, so librarian. Again, librarian. يعني ايه librarian؟ مين عارف؟ قول لي يا احمد، يعني ايه librarian؟ مكتبي، مكتبك ولا مكتبي؟ امين مكتبه صح؟ امين مكتبه يلا. librarian, librarian. Would you do that? But do you see this happening till now? Especially in the centers and national schools? Can you feel me, bro? Good. Yes, this still and you do it. Thank you for your honesty. Good. So we discussed different ideas, right? Did you like their ideas more, like using pictures and stories like that?
Yes.
Good. All right.